Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. This is Samson coming to you from Los Angeles, California. Today we have a very, very special webinar on, it's our first in a series from the U.S. Global System Academy to using this system to support you wherever your business is in the world. So thank you everybody for logging in. Today we have record attendance. So it's really my privilege and honor to be able to share with you some incredible knowledge today. So now as I look at the list of attendees, we have people from all over the world, from literally from all over Asia, Australia, North America, South America, and even in Europe. So welcome everybody. So let's start off by this program that we have will be one of many down the line that the system, the U.S. global system, will help you and help your team to build the business around the world. So I really believe this is something that's it will be very important part of your business, and it is part of the system. So so let's get started, huh? So in our business, I've been involved. For those of you who don't know me, I've been involved with Jeunesse a little bit more than 4 years, and it has been quite a journey. I've been a business owner for 20 plus years. I've been coming from a business background, went to business school, but never came upon a business model like what we are doing here. And especially, in business, as a business owner for more than 20 years, always trying to form a system to build my business in an automatic mode, let's just say. So, I got to know Jeunesse because of my dear friend Kim Hui, and because of this incredible lady who has 20 plus years experience in this industry. With her know-how, with her experience, she has really put together a way to do the business, this system, where it will help the average person, literally. I mean, some people who have never been in this industry before create tremendous success, not only in the U.S., but around the world. So we're very, very grateful to Kim. Now, in our system, as she put the system together, there are many components to it. So we've already started, actually, the very first step, Jeunesse, to build this system for this business. But along the way, because any business, it should be proven. It should be, have people already use it and prove its efficacy for us to really have the confidence and have the ability to roll it out to the masses. Because, for me personally, I really believe if we were going to teach you anything, it would have to be something that we have done before. We have done successfully before, and as a result, we can, hopefully that many of you can duplicate the same success through this U.S. global system. So, Kim has brought this incredible system together, and there'll be many more parts coming down the road. And I know we have rolled out some tools for Chinese a couple months ago. You will see very soon the tools for English. Very, very powerful, and it's not a one-time thing. It will be an ongoing thing. So glad everybody is a part of it. So now let's talk about working the business. What do you need to know? Well, first you kind of need to know the rules of the game. What are you getting into? And I think many times we have people come from many successful backgrounds in what they do, and some of you are very successful in your own right, in your own industry. But at the same time, if you've never done, this kind of business before, especially, something that's already has a twist on the newest business model out there, there's a lot to learn, in terms of, just the skills that you need to hone in on the skills that you need to build this business successfully. So you need to know the rules of the game. Well, the first one I would tell you, definitely this is a real business. Okay, I mean, it's not joking. Okay, it's not a hobby. You can actually make money and make a lot of money doing it. It's all how you look at it. Okay, it's funny. I just tell a quick story because sometimes in life, we get what we think. If we never think about it and we never focus on it, we will never receive it. So that is a fact of life. If you never focus on what you want in life, you never get it, right? It is that simple. So in this business, let me go ahead and explain maybe the right perception, how to look at the business so that you can articulate it a little bit more in your own mind and to others? Well, first, when you start your business, the business platform itself, the tools that you use and the system, all that, it's a hardware. It's the hardware. It's the logistics, the shipping, the customer service, the websites, the back office, the events that you go to. Those are the hardware of your business. So, those things make the business move as we push it forward, step by step by step. And, it's very important that we know what those are. And, when you have the hardware, the core, the platform to build a business, you still need the software to run it. So the software, we're broken down to a few things. So, because, again, like I said, this business is however you look at it, and you're right. If you think it's a small business, you're right. If you think it's a multi-million-dollar business, you're right too. It's all on your own perspective. But so the question is, well, how do you see it? So the right perception, this is a business. Look, this business is actually very simple. And I think, having come from a traditional business background, when I first got into this industry a little bit more than 9 years ago, when I first met Kim, I really couldn't understand what is making this business run. Just like anybody, I know what the hardware is. I know what the company is. I know what the product is. And yeah, sure, you go through online to build the business. So what? But how do you build it successfully? And in any business, just like Jeunesse, some people succeed and some people don't. What is the difference? It's all how we think about it. So first, I'm going to try to put it in a way where it's very, very simple. The two biggest investment you're going to make in Jeunesse, very simple, are your contacts and your time. Okay, it is very different than traditional business. In traditional business, when I went to business schools, the professors say, hey, you got to make a business plan, and they teach you how to do income statement and balance sheet and all this accounting stuff, and maybe you'll do a little market research and all that before you start your business. But you know what? The platform is there already. Jeunesse has done all that. The question is, well, how are you going to expand your business? So, your contacts are very important. And I guess a very simple example why your contacts are very important is that we are in the distribution business. Okay? Just like some of those franchises out there that sells food or sell whatever, sell service, whatever. Okay, if you can name some of the biggest brands in the world, they're in distribution. It's all about sales, creating sales for the company. So, why are your contacts so important? Well, in a way, to open distribution, we are like plumbers. Plumbers, they have to lay the pipes, right? So you have to lay the pipes. The longer it is, the bigger it is, the faster, the more water you can deliver when you turn it on. So in a way, that's how our business works. The products, and the company, they are the platform, how we're going to distribute. Well, we are the ones to lay the pipes, and we have to find contacts. Through our contacts, we have to find business partners to open distributions around the world. And, it's not only about selling the product, it's about moving the product. And, as you open distribution, well, some people, they want to just be user. Some people, they want to build it as a business. So through your contacts, through the people that and they know you by name, well, that's how you're going to open distribution. You're going to find some partners to do that. So now, second, your time is a very valuable investment. And time, in a way, well, some people say time is money, but let me tell you, it's priceless. Okay, what would you give to spend quality time with your family? What would you give to use the time wisely and have a great vacation? So in this business, how valuable is your time? Don't forget that. Every second, every minute, every hour, every day is very valuable. What you do with it is up to you. It's all how you value your time. And you know what? Others will value your time the same way. If you think your time is very valuable, and it is, so you don't want to waste it. In a way, I guess, how you want to use the time is for me personally, I have decided, before we start to Jeunesse, to follow Kim's system 100% to the T. I'm very good at following. I'm very good at learning. I'm willing to duplicate. Just listen, learn and do. So I invest my time 100% in following the system, learning how to do the business. And then at the same time, not only learning, but actually putting actions behind it. So your time, you got to use it very wisely. Do not waste time. Okay, I was just going to say, don't waste time. Okay, so now another perception is very important, is that the two most important thing of this platform is, your network in the world. And it's pretty much, if you think about it, it's not only the contacts that you know, it's the people that they know. So you create your network of people. So in this platform, well, we create that through contacts and building our network, because your network is distribution. And in a way, it's never before done like this, where you can have one business center and do business around the world. Not like this, not in 92 countries in just 4 years, okay? And if you got to think big. You got to have vision, and you got to have big vision if that's what you want, okay? You decide what you want. But if you want it, you got to think bigger than ever before. The possibilities, and in business, and in any business, especially in our business, you go where the people lead you to. Okay, it's not which market you want, which country you want. No, it's wherever your contact leads you to. So in today's social media networking space, in terms of like Facebook, Twitter, WeChat, WhatsApp, Line, Tango, all those, well, through contacts, they will have more contacts. And your job is to go find business partner, open distribution. Okay, that's the fastest way to create wealth. Now, there's two types of people you're looking for with big vision. Well, you gotta, people that already joined Jeunesse, you gotta work with them, okay? You gotta build it with them, you gotta take care of them, they are your partners, okay? You wanna grab onto people with the big vision if you don't see it yet. And many times, for example, as you climb a mountain, you don't know what's around the next curve, right? Well, the people who are gone there, especially within our US global system, everyone is very happy and very open to share with you, the next step, the next turn, the next bend, okay? So, and now the other kind of people you got to look for is people not joined Jeunesse yet, and those are the people that you need to find to build your network. And you got to look for people, again, who have not joined Jeunesse with big vision too. Because if they have big vision, all their actions will be toward that big vision, building it big. Okay, so you got to start with yourself and find other people with the same vision. Okay, grab onto them or find them and build your business move your business forward. Now, third thing is very important is, dreams. And, dreaming, it's free. Okay, it's free. It's however you want. Okay, and if you want to expand your business, you know how to expand. Well, people inspired by dreams. People with dreams. That's what some of the leaders in our world do. They are dreamers. They are visionaries. They know what they want. They want to lead people to that point. And we see that on a daily basis with leaders of country and leaders in business. That's what they do, and they can articulate those dreams because they have a clear vision of what they want. So for you to attract people with big vision, big dreams, you got to have your own. And that is very, very important, okay? Because I think, if you don't know where you want to go, well, it's very difficult even to know how to begin, okay? So you got to write down, maybe you want a bigger house, a happy family, nice cars, have a good life. I don't know what it is, you have to decide. When I first started in Jeunesse, I had a vision of what I want, but I didn't know how I was going to get there. I went to class many, many years ago, and we had to spend some time. They told us to spend some time really writing down maybe 10 or 20 things of what we want. And many of you who have been to the IMO class, IMO wrote 101 things of what he wanted in life. So I think that's very important. Spending really quality time, quiet time, to find out how you want to live your life, okay? That's very important. And those dreams, will carry you very far, because once you know what you want, the how will come along. And it's all how badly you want it. And in business, just like in life, it's up and down, up and down. As you share with people, expand your business, then, not everybody will see eye to eye with you, okay? So but it's your dreams that, your confidence, your belief that you can reach your dream, and your ability to articulate it. That's what's going to get you through the rough times. As I started my business in Jeunesse a little bit more than 4 years ago, I was not a success overnight. I've never made money in this kind of business. But every day, I look at my dream. I say maybe in 10 years, I can maybe accumulate, $50 million of wealth. Half of that I would do charity. The other half, me and my family live happily ever after. So that was just one little part of my dream. It was a goal that I set. But I mean, if you have nothing or less than nothing, and your dream is to make 50 million in 10 years, most people say, oh, get over it. There's no such thing. It's impossible. But you know what now? As I start working Jeunesse, it started to happen that I start to make some money. As you go along the journey and you create your own success, you will get to a point where you see the next possibility. Maybe your dream was too small. And yet you just have to know that impossible is possible. But if you never have a dream, you will never get there. So you got to have it to attract others with the dream. Okay? Now, it's very important that, in this business, just like in life, you have positive attitude to the mindset that's coachable. And like I said before, I know many of you are successful in your own field. But to come into our industry and be successful is never an overnight success. I mean, maybe a few years working the business very hard, it seemed that you're successful. I mean, but to create true, lasting success, you really need to be coachable to learn from the ones who have climbed Mount Everest, who have been to the top, so that they can guide you along the way using the system. Okay, the attitude is very important. It's all perspective. Yesterday I was getting a haircut, and the hairdresser actually, was from Vietnam. And, we're just talking about life, and it's a very simple anecdote. I was saying that, many times that, life, she said, life is hard. It's not easy. Well, I just mentioned to her, well, in my opinion, it's how you look at it. I mean, and I said to her, look, imagine, the Vietnam War, it was something that happened. It's not her fault. And then, but because of that, maybe it was a bad thing. Many people got killed. But somehow, some way, she came to America, and which was a blessing for her and her family now. So there's always two things to look at it. It's all on your attitude. In our U.S. global system, we have incredible entrepreneurs, and who have taken upon within our system the culture of love, gratitude and giving, and something that give without expecting to receive. I think that's very important. In this culture, it creates a positive attitude, and that's what the system provides, a positive environment, so that all of us every day can absorb this positive energy and maintain our positive attitude to keep moving our business forward. So. And then coachable. I mean, being coachable is very important, because I think many times is the most difficult thing is to be humble, where before you were so successful in another field. But to be humble is truly the first step to be able to learn what really is happening within the system and what the teacher is really teaching. And that I would tell you, I have learned myself to be very humble, to try to learn from, not only from Kim and many other successful leaders, but from all of you out there. Because I believe, to be more successful in life, not just in business, well, you have to be constantly learning and willing to learn, to be coachable. Okay? And that's the hardest part, because, I guess in a way, if I was going to spend time talking about it, is that we are already pre-programmed by our past, by our parents, by our friends, by society to think a certain way. So it's very hard to, even if we hear what's supposed to be done, we don't do it, because we're subconsciously, we're not programmed to do it. So the hardest part, even if you hear it, the hardest part is to do it. So, for me personally, how I overcame that was, I guess, in a way, having willing to work together with Kim was my first, commitment in this business. And this commitment took me to help her at the very beginning to create the DVDs through recording some training and editing them. And to this day, I really, take heart to having gone through watching those DVDs over and over and over and over and over and over again. And every day after I listen, I ask myself, did I do this? Did I do that? I try to be conscious of what I'm doing, reviewing what I've done during the day, or maybe when I sat down with somebody to try to recruit them, and just reviewing what I did and did not do. And I would watch a DVD again, just to get ahead, just to try to really listen to what she is truly saying, in between the lines and not only superficially. So that's how I become coachable. And nowadays, I mean, I'm so trained at it that I think when we do something, when we, when we agree as a group, as a system to do any particular activity, it's without thought that I just do it first. And then think about it and ask questions later, because many times through the doing, we truly understand what the teaching is about. Okay, so there is a saying, as some of you heard, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Okay, now it's very important. Let's talk about work ethic. I mean, working hard is very important in this business, and and it could mean many things to different people. But again, like in the previous slides, time is very, very valuable, right? It's priceless. So you don't want to waste time. Every moment that you have, make it productive. Are you doing things? Are you doing actions? Are you enrolling people? Are you talking to people? Are you helping your people? What are you doing? Are the things you do productive with the little time that all of us have? Because all of us are busy. So how do we become productive? Well, if I were you, I would think about that seriously. What did you do today in Jeunesse that has moved your business forward? And, in a way, nobody succeeds without work ethics. So, I have decided to work very hard in Jeunesse, and every day I try to do something to push my business forward. And that is very, very, very important, work ethics. Okay, now, so let's talk about taking some actions. What actions you need to take? Well, when we first joined Jeunesse, most of us don't really understand the whole business. We cannot articulate it clearly. We cannot introduce the company well. We cannot introduce the products well. We cannot introduce the opportunity well. So what do? Well, very simple. Instead, do something that all of us know what to do. Is we invite people. We invite people into the system and let us sort out the business partners. Share your whys and dreams. Okay, so how do we invite people? What do we talk about when we talk about invite? Well, many times in life, I guess when you talk to your friends and family through casual conversation or maybe deep conversation, you talk about things in life that you need or you're lacking or maybe you're happy about. Well, in this business, I mean, the old way is, you can use the standard FORM. You can talk about family, occupation, recreation, or money. But more importantly, be real. And I think that's what's really lacking, in our industry. Because it is about making money, but at the same time, it's more important, it's about the people, because it's a people business. It's very important that you are real, from the heart. Speak from the heart. Be true to your friends and family, because, in a way, even if they don't know it, you are actually trying to help them. Okay? By helping other people, you automatically help yourself. So just focus on helping others. And invite people and by who wants something more in life. Maybe it's money, maybe they have money but no time. I mean, maybe they're lacking opportunity, they don't know any better. And what you've seen in Jeunesse has opened your eyes. And that's why it's important to know why you are doing the business. What are your dreams, like I talked about before? Because if you have never gone through exercise to find out why you do it and what are your dreams, how can you pique the interest of others? How can you pique interest in what their dreams are? Or help them realize what they are lacking? That is very important. You got to go through the exercise yourself first. What do you want out of it? Is it just to become a sapphire director, executive, a ruby, an emerald, a diamond? What does it mean? What does it mean when you achieve those? So, it's important that you articulate that. That's truly what's going to help you invite. Because people want the same thing as you. Many. So, but what do you want? See, when you have that, I guess, connection, if you can identify your own, it's very easy to connect to other people. So be real, invite the people. Invite the people to what? Into the system. And what is the system? Well, the system is many things, but it is a, for example, environment where people can learn about the business, where they can learn how to do business, where they can meet more people. Maybe it's a positive thing that people are attracted to, or maybe it could be something that it could be just simple as making money. Okay, but this system, let the system show them for you, such as the webinar, your local meetings. For example, in Chinese, we have the gold box with the 3 DVDs, and in English, we'll have the same tools coming out very soon. So I want to show people what it is, using the system to show. Your job is not to explain the business. Your job is to learn how to use the system to expand your business. Okay? That very basic, know your why, know your dream, and then use the webinars, use the local meetings, and the tools to help you explain what it is. Okay? So there's so many things here, because sometimes it's not one thing that people are looking for or one thing they're attracted to. It could be multiple things. And it might not even be the same thing you are attracted to. So that's why, though, at least that all you have to do is invite them. It's something we all know how to do, to the system, to meet the people in it. I think that's very important. Yesterday, I was talking to my dear friend in Singapore, and one thing, instead of inviting somebody, for example, to a meeting, we invite them to meet the people. Because we are part of the system too. To meet the entrepreneurs who have a vision, who have a dream, and why are they so special? Why do they have so much fire in them? Why are they happy every day? And how are they building the business? Introduce them to your friend or family, because they might need to know. They might need that help. So your biggest investment, again, is your contact and your time. So you got to focus on those things to open your distribution. Okay? Now, let's talk about understanding the psychology behind recruiting. Now, I know today, we're on a webinar, and I'm going to go a little bit more in depth. It's going to fill up the whole hour. Okay, so next half hour, if you want, you definitely need to take some note, because it gets pretty serious. Okay, so very, very detailed. Now, understand the psychology in recruiting is the key to recruiting successfully. So, for example, let's start by talking about the 4 major types of prospects. Prospects are simply people that that potential business partner. I always go by opportunity first, okay? So as you talk to people, you're going to realize they're in certain situation or there's certain attitudes. And first, well, sometimes, people have difficult times. They have a paycheck. They're living from paycheck to paycheck. They have a very busy life. And recently, dear friends of mine, they just came back to the business in Jeunesse because within the last 2 years, their life was very difficult. It wasn't the right timing for them, and But now they see all of us making money. They don't want to have 1 job, 2 jobs, 3 jobs. They really wanted. They saw us doing it, and they want it so badly. And now they're back in Jeunesse to build it very big, and they have that great passion out there, for their family and to help other people. So, people all over the world are having difficult times. I mean, and it was just like me. 9 years ago, I just got a furniture business. I started an auction business, but I was really at the bottom, in my career, I guess. Because I started from nothing again, all over again, or below ground. So, and I was living paycheck to paycheck. But at the same time, I don't want to live that way. So, I took massive action. Maybe another type of people that, you bump into are people who are, growing, expanding. They have a busy life, and they're on the way up. But at the same time, those people are definitely good candidates too, the people that you run into. Because sometimes, they have they're focused on one business. But at the same time, let me tell you, the most successful business people in the world, they don't have one business, they have multiple businesses. So if they see the opportunity, they will make it a priority. You never know. Another type that, you find people who are steady, they're stable, they are comfortable. Okay, they just relax at home, don't do anything different, go from day to day to day. Well, is the business for them or not? I don't know. And there's no way for you to convince them either. It's really up to them if they see something here. Okay, it's not something, and as you talk to them, it's almost never something that you say that convince them, but they have to realize it themselves that they need it. Okay, so now another type of people you bump into are people who are overconfident. Well, I bump into those all the time. As a matter of fact, a couple of days ago, I still go out and try to help people with the one-on-ones or face-to-face meetings or the small group meetings. And a couple of days ago, I was at a cafe and somebody brought this one gentleman. So he is very successful. Sits down, a big guy, very confident. He wears a very fancy watch on his wrist, and and he's talking about make a very good living. Have a lovely wife. He has, what else? Just was going to go buy a Lamborghini. So outside he looked very confident, right? As I was talking to him, and I was shooting different stories out to him, and because he's a very busy guy, so he wish he has more time. He has 3 kids. Well, I got him on that. I know I got him on that. Because when I, tell them the story of I worked in such a short time, and everybody willing to work hard if they know they can be successful. So I've done that. But within the last 4 years, I'm able to create a lifestyle where it's way more flexible. I have all the family time I want, and I just happen to make more money than him, even though he's successful. So many people outside, they're very confident, but my point is this: you got to look for that vulnerability, that there's something they're lacking. It's always something. People, if they're very successful, most of the time, they don't have time. And for the people that have money and time, well, they love to help people. They love to have fun. So those are the things that, they could help. But many times people are overconfident. Well, the way I guess in a way open up to him was that, well, you or I have to open up to him first before they will open up to me or us. That is very important, because by sharing a little bit, they are willing to share a little bit more. So from there, then you can really find out what you can get them on, what this business can give them. Okay? So it's okay if you meet people overconfident, don't worry. If they make more money than you, don't worry. Okay? Nobody make money the first day. You just started the business, right? So, but the key is to really find what they are looking for. Okay. Now, sometimes the keys. Well, like I said, you have to get them at the right timing and find out their hot buttons. See, most people say no. Why? Because first, they don't understand what it is. Okay, maybe through the explanation. If you use the system, great. But if you did not use the system, they couldn't understand what you're talking about. If you use the system, well, at least they understand a little bit more. Now, second, most people don't understand enough. At the end, many people say, "Well, it's interesting," and they want to know a little bit more. Well, many times, if somebody have seen the opportunity, one way or another, conference call, webinar, local meeting, or maybe a conversation, with your leader or sponsor. If they see it 3 times, that's enough to make an educated decision. Okay, and many times, as you look at these, as most of you remember, when you first joined the business, maybe you don't understand that much either. But what happened? It was the trust that brought you in, because you had trust with your friend. They were passionate. They had their dream. And maybe you saw something where you could be a part of it too. And you could do it too. That's why you joined. So many times people say no because they don't understand enough. But of course, if they are serious, if they're open, truly open, then, you could spend more time with them and say, if I was to answer everything, I know you have questions, but if I was able to answer all the questions, would you be ready to sign up? Would you be ready to join me in the business? Okay, you can say that to close. Okay, so now third reason why people say no is because they don't realize their need for change. I mean, I guess in a way, if you're like me 10 years ago or maybe 20 years ago, I was literally living from day to day trying to help my business keep going or running. So I never saw outside of my business. I never saw that I could have more than just one business. So I never realized I needed a change. So again, many times, as you share with other people, through your own why, through your own dream, you try to ignite their dream, their passion. What do they want? That's what you're trying to find the whole time. If they want it, they will join you. Okay? Fourth reason why they say no, because they don't believe. They don't believe in the company. They don't believe in themselves that they can do it. Okay? And many times, see, as you go out, talk to people, a lot of people, they talk about how much money Kim make, how much money the diamonds make, and blah, blah, blah. But you know what? Not everybody can see themselves making that kind of money. I'll just give you a very good example. When in my life, okay, I always have my own business. And so, I could make 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 a month, the most before Jeunesse. But I cannot see myself making 100,000 a month. If you told me that I could make 100,000 a month, I go, yeah, it's for you could do it, but I don't think I can. So don't people. You have to make people see that they can do it first. So so they it's doable for them. You don't want to talk too big. So most people, if we talk too big, they just say, yeah, they're not going to believe anything that you say. Okay? So, now, the fifth reason why they say no is timing is not right. Maybe, and you know what, actually, let me tell you a recent story. A few days ago, Kim Hui came out to do an amazing talk in Los Angeles with about 200 plus people there. And one of her friends, she's known for almost 22 years, I guess, in a way, was there. And at that time, Kim asked him to join the business. He did, but he didn't do anything because when we first started in September of 2009, that was when Ken started his furniture business. He started the furniture business at the same time. So it's really focused on that. So at the time, it wasn't the right timing for him because he had to build his traditional business. Well, timing, is everything. If people come, it's not the right time, they're not going to join you. And that's okay because you know what? It might be the right time later because a few days ago when Ken did come to the meeting, well, 4 years later, his furniture business is doing well. He has it under control. And now he wanted something more, because even traditional business is still stressful. He wanted the freedom. He wanted success that we have, in this business. So now is the right time for him. So things happen like that. So never be discouraged. Recruiting is a process. What you want to do is find the people that are ready now. So timing is very important. Okay. So in traditional business versus MLM, well, in traditional business, the investment is very high. The losses could be substantial. It could wipe you out to bankruptcy, as is I've gone through that before, and that's not fun. It's very high risk. But in what we do, the investment is so small. All you need, it doesn't matter how many business opportunities you've been to. You just need that one-time success because the investment is so small. Okay, and it's very important. And for the people that build it right, they build it by helping other people. They will encourage you to do it the right way within our system. Sorry, I discourage people from investing in Jeunesse. What we need to do is not investing money. We need to invest our time and contact in building the business. So you always keep your financial investment small. You just need one deal, one good deal. Okay? So Jeunesse, we are moving along. The company is growing. We are in the right deal. Now, the most common motivational factors, I guess, why people would join is, it makes make people happy. Happy people is very easy way to to encourage people to come build a business. If you're happy, they're happy, right? I mean, let's say if you had a miserable day and try to talk to somebody about your nest, what's going to happen to you? It's not going to come out very good. You got to start, you got to change your attitude at the time of the meeting. Is very, very important. Many people, join a business to get away from the pain. I guess in a way that, somebody once told me, human beings, they're motivated by, three things, it's pain, pleasure, or love. So the pain is actually a very powerful motivating factor. I mean, like me, I was a successful business owner before, but after I got out of the business, not that successful anymore. And sometimes you can say it's literally very painful to start from nothing again, and you don't know how to climb back up. So, but one thing is, I never want to be poor. I don't want to be poor. I don't want to be having a stressful day every single day, have sleepless nights worrying about stuff. I want a free life. So I don't want the pain. I want to get away from it. And that's a very strong motivation. So if you talk to other people about it, you might want to talk about your pain and their pain. Because, when and that's what sometimes can wake people up, make them realize that they need something more than what they're actually doing. So third is, another motivation is fear of loss. Now, this is basic human psychology. We have something so good, so beautiful. People are so successful. But I don't know if you're the right one or not. Okay? I don't know if it's for you or not. See, when it's so good, everybody wants it. So that's why, folks, I never beg somebody to join me in the business. It doesn't work that way. Okay? And when you beg people, there's no value. They don't value the business. They don't value you. They don't value your time. Okay? So maybe I hope that solves some problem for some of you out there. Okay? So a fear of loss is important. We have to create the value in what we have in the business. So it's so good that people want it. That's what you have to create. That's what you have to think for yourself and know that for other people. For example, if people have trouble closing the prospect, many times because they don't have the strong confidence in themselves or in their mind, or they don't know the value of the business. So that's why they cannot create that fear of loss. They cannot present the value, how big this business could be, or what this business can give you. What does it really mean to be financially free? No credit card debt, no house mortgage, no car debt. Just buy anything you want, go anywhere you want, eat anything you want, anytime, anything. True freedom. You got to create that in your own mind. So you got to create the value in your own mind, your dreams, your desires, your goals, that you're going to get it. And you know what? They want the same thing, but are they the right people? You got to create that fear of loss. Maybe it's not for them. Don't sign up. I guess if you want me to be a little strong, I would say like this. Look, when people tell me that they want to sign up for $30, I actually say, do not sign up. You're not going to make any money doing that. That is a very strong statement, because you want to help them make money. By $30, you get no volume. You get just get a website. You get nothing. There's no value in signing up. Man, don't sign up. And then they're gonna go, why? See, that creates a fear of loss. So as you recruit, look, when you're talking with people, it is an art. So people have different mindset when they talk to you. So let me go a little bit more detail. Well, as we talk to each other every day, this might seem so abstract, so I hope you can keep up with me. As we talk to each other every day, every moment, many times our mind is think about something else, or mind is somewhere else. We are not present at that moment. What I found out is the best way to talk to people is to not to have any strategy, to not to have any thinking beforehand. And when people talk, have no thinking inside your mind. Just listen, be in the moment, and try to absorb what they're saying to you, what they're really saying to you. So that, number one, is very important as we talk to people. So when people, talk to you, I guess to get a positive reactions, to get the reactions that you want, everybody loves to be praised. And we know when everybody loves that. So when you praise them, oh wow, you look great today. Oh, you are successful. Oh, you are a good person, or you're a good business person. Oh, that makes sense. You give them positive feedback. You know what they're gonna do to you? They're gonna give you positive feedback. So the question is, what kind of positive feedback you want, right? Of course, to sign up, right? So now, as you talk to people, you gotta smile. Okay, so you want to keep giving that the positive feedback. I mean, in a way that, there's many ways to say things. Like Kim used to say, in our business, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. We can, we can make it very poignant in what we want to get across, but at the same time smile. So you can make a very direct point to them, but still smile at the same time, so that in a way it's easier for them to take. Okay, it's like, for example, I know you've been very successful before, but to make this kind of money, but if you want truly financial freedom, we got to do it a different way. That is a very positive way of saying it, and with a smile that carries across very well, as opposed to saying that what you're doing is not working. This is a different way to do it. If you say without smiling, it comes across very differently. You see that? Okay. So third thing, like I said, you have to listen. You got to listen very carefully to what they're saying. Okay? Don't talk over them. Listen first. Watch their body expression. Because listening is just not audio. It's visual too. 90% communication is body language. Okay, so it's very important that you listen. Okay, so it's an art. If you want to steer people your way, you want to give that positive reinforcements from them, so that every question that you ask, they will say yes, right? And when you want the answer to be yes, so do you want to join us? Yeah, nod that head too and smile, right? So get that positive reinforcement. It's an art. It's a lot of fun. So as it comes to a point where after you show them the presentation through the system, and you want to maybe have them ready to see if they're ready to sign up. Well, if they have any questions, they will ask. Don't worry. Okay, so first, just if they have any objections, one very good tool is feel, felt, found. I know how you feel, nod your head. I felt the same way, but after I joined the business, this is what I found. So most kind of people say no because they don't have money. They don't have time. Is it a pyramid? I don't know if I can do it. Can it really? I don't think, I don't believe it. You know what? All you say is, I know how you feel. I felt the same way. When I first looked at it, I didn't think it could make money, but the friend of mine, I know is very successful, and I trust him 100%. And that's what I did. But after I got into the business, I found, you can really make money, and people are making money, and I am making money. See, that's one way to overcome the objection. I know you feel, I felt the same way, and this is what I found. Now, after that, well, if there's no other question, what are you going to do? Well, you got to ask for the sign up, right? I mean, I cannot tell you. It's very funny. It happens not once, many times, where people come up to me and say, Samson, well, how do I sign up? And my question is, well, you can ask the person who brought you, and ask them how did you get signed up. Well, they brought me 3 times, still haven't told me how to sign up. Okay, so well, when you want them, when you want to close them, you have to ask for it. Okay, so it's very simple. Hey, let's get started together. That's it. Don't say any more. Okay, then and then show them how to sign up, or without asking, you just show them directly. We are in the business of e-commerce, so I hope all of you shows up at the meeting or with you when you do the business. You have your iPad, your computer, or your smartphone ready to sign people up on those devices, because we're in the e-commerce business. Okay, so what I do is, before when I first started, I was a little shy, wasn't that confident, because I wasn't making the money yet. So what I do is I just grab my computer, I go to the website, I get online, I go to the website, and then I show them, see, this is my website, and see, it has all the product, the company information, all this. Just point it out to them. Don't even show them, okay? And then this is where you sign up. Click join now, okay? And then see here, This is the country. We're in the USA. Let's sign up in the English language. Click I agree for distributor agreement. And then the application comes up, right? Then I say, well, what username would you like? And I just start walking them through the process. And many times, people don't say anymore. And they just go through the process. Then the last, of course, it comes out down to the sign-up package. Which sign-up package? Well, whatever, they're going to ask you which sign-up package is good. Well, I always recommend the business one because I'm a business person. Always. If you want serious about the business, you got to sign up for the biggest package so you have enough products to go around to show people and to use. That's the business. So just show them how to sign up when you close. Don't, you got to ask or you just directly show them. Very simple. That's how you close, okay? Any questions? I know how you feel. I felt the same way, but this is what I found, okay? So lastly, there's some golden rules in our business. So it's very important that we remember them because many times, it's these rules that will keep us going, that will make us realize the truth. And folks, let me tell you something. I've been a business owner for more than 20 years. As a recovering small business owner, when we do a business based on our own experience, our own education, our own ability, is never good enough because our business is only good as us. But in this business, you learn from the best. And within any system, especially the U.S. global system, you learn from the best of the best. The number one money earner in Jeunesse, Kim Hui. So she has created a system for all of us to succeed. U.S. global system means us. We are the global system. Okay? So in this system, there are certain rules that are true. Okay? I've verified it with my own experience the last 9 years. First, the golden rules. Some for SW and an N. SW, 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 and an N. Some will join you. Some won't join you. So what? Someone's waiting. Next! Don't waste too much time, okay? You got to create that value, remember? The fear of loss, okay? You don't beg people to join you. This is too good of a thing. If they don't see it, it is too bad. They're not lucky enough, okay? Next, many times, there are people you think, oh man, if this person come in, they know everybody, we're going to make a lot of money doing it, They're going to make me a millionaire. It never happens like that, okay? At the same time, vice versa. People come in, they say, oh, don't worry, I'll make you a millionaire. Well, that never happens either, okay? So, the true rule is, those who you think can do it, can't. And those people you think can't do it, oh, they will surprise you. You'll be surprised. That, it's not everybody successful can talk the business. Actually, there are many people who cannot talk very well. They are very successful in the business. So what makes some people successful, or what makes all successful people successful? Minimum, they have to have that strong desire. And that is not something you can judge from the outside. So those who think can do it, many times they can't. But those who you think can't do it, they can surprise you. So I would talk to everybody that you know. I would not prejudge. Okay? You just go through it, invite them into the system, take a look at what it is, and go through as many people as possible in the shortest amount of period of time. And that's how you're going to create your success. When open people, we can think about them as apples, okay? Well, red apples are ripe. They're ready to go, okay? They want to move, okay? Those people are ready to sign up. Many people are like the green apples. Well, it's not quite ripe yet, Maybe they need more information or, whatever. It might not be the right timing. The green apple, okay? So you know what? Many times though, I found that, some of them sign up, or maybe they haven't signed up, but you're like waiting for them to sign up. Come on, you gotta sign up before I can talk to the next person. And you wait. It's like you're talking with that green apple. Please turn red, please turn red, please turn red. Well, they never turn red, okay? So, you know what? If the green apple, put them on the shelf for now, move on to find the red apple. Don't have time is valuable, right? Now, next is a rotten apple, the negative ones. When the real negative people, rotten apple, they're all mushy and, yucky, you want to run the other way. You don't want to mess around because, you don't want that negativity to rub off on you. And, many times though, if they're negative, look at how they live their life. If their life is not the one you want, don't bother. Next, run away. Do not waste time, okay? Time is very, very, very valuable again. Now, the question for you is, if you want to be successful, I know all of you are, because you're on this webinar today, you got to be willing to go through the numbers. Why is a system so important? Because first, it creates environment, a set of tools, and that's already proven that can help you massively sort through the people to find the right people. Okay? It's all about duplication. In network marketing, it's not about what you do that creates, what you do now that works. It doesn't matter. It's about what duplicate. If, you do what you do, you succeed, but other people cannot do the same way you succeed. It's not duplicatable. It won't work in our business because you cannot build, duplicate distribution like that. That's what we want to do. So you have to go through the numbers, find the people who are positive, strong desire, coachable, willing to work the system to build a big business. Okay, that's what the system can do. The US global system that Kim has founded, this system has enabled so many of us to become diamonds, emeralds, rubies, to a point where it's massively duplicatable. You just have to invest time learning it. You just have to invest time watching people doing it, and you just have to invest time learning to use the system yourself. And that's where it creates massive success to where you could be a diamond, double diamond, and beyond. Okay, so folks, tonight, this is our first U.S. Global System Academy. And this is just a very elementary, basic skills you need to know and realize, need to think about to create, to build your business on a massive scale, to be very successful. Find out your why. Know what it is. We have the hardware, which is the platform, the company, and all those things. Software, the psychology, us. We are the software running it. We are the ones running the business. So know what it is. Have the right perspective. If you don't have your dream ironed down yet, make sure you spend time doing it. What is your hot button? What makes your world go round? What kind of life you want? If money was not the issue, if you were successful in Jeunesse, what would you be doing? How would you living? And put that to heart. Write it down. Stick it on the mirror every single day. Look at it. Focus, focus, focus every day. Did you do something today to move your business forward? Did you today talk to somebody to share Jeunesse? Did you today help some of your teammates share Jeunesse? Did you today watch a DVD? So look for the people who are open, the red apples, and you are on your way. Follow the system. The system is what's going to help us build massively and very fast. So go through the numbers. So folks, today I hope that this 60-minute has maybe give you some idea and some knowledge of what to do, or maybe what you still need to do in the business to get to the next level. So folks, we will have another webinar next week, same time, okay? Same place. We will send out on the WhatsApp, okay? So to notify you the time officially. So folks, look for this, and thank you for my wonderful partner Yvonne for doing the Chinese webinar 1 hour before. And I hope that this has helped many of you to propel your business forward in the next coming week. Okay, so practice, 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 learn, 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 and I will see you next week. I will see you at the top. Thank you very much. Have a good night, a good morning, a good day, everybody.